I'm Charity.
And I'm Ben.
And we are Grateful Glamper, and we're here at the Florida Super Show. And our RV is actually a 20-year-old RV. And there's a lot of things about our RV that, with it being 20 years old, that a lot of people find surprising.
Yes.
So we're gonna give you a tour and a little behind the scenes. So let's go inside and check it out.
Come on in.
All right, so on the inside, we have actually renovated this pretty much just from the ground up. So we've added lots of things like new flooring, new paint, we've painted cabinets, we've also removed a lot of things. So we've done a lot of this in phases too over the last 4 years. So our most recent things that we did renovation-wise was there actually originally was a couch here, and then there was a couch over on the other side. And so what we did to really make it work best for us and our family was we took those things out and we actually built these like day beds. So we've got a full-size twin mattress here, and then we've got storage that is underneath both of these. The other thing is because we do travel typically with our 2 cats and also our dog. So underneath of one of the beds, we built kind of like a custom space for the litter box so that the litter box is out of the way. That was always like a huge pain point prior, not having a dedicated space for that. So we added one of those in, and then we've completely redone the cabinets. One thing that we also did is that typically these types of RVs, these Class A's, would come with a propane stove. And so we actually took out that stove completely and we added an induction cooktop. And then our microwave does double as a convection oven. So anything that we would have maybe wanted to bake in that stove, we can bake in the convection oven instead. And then what we ended up with down here was then we gained a ton of storage, because this is where the stove would have typically gone, right? So we were able to add in kind of like this rack system and add a ton more storage for all of our dishes and things like that by actually just getting rid of the stove. So over in this area, we added a dinette. So this is not the factory dinette, this is a replacement dinette. And then with these benches, these actually fold up. So we have a ton of storage underneath of both of these benches. And it feels more like a couch because it's not just like a piece of foam on top of like plywood like your traditional dinettes can be. So it's just a lot more comfortable to sit on and everything like that there. So another thing that we have done is we've converted a ton of stuff over to 12-volt power.
This PepLink router is connected up to 12 volts as well, and this runs our internet. So I've got 3 SIMs. So I've got AT&T, I've got Verizon and T-Mobile, as well as our Starlink connected up to this. So, and it's using, it's bonding all of those internet connections into one pipe, to where no matter where we drive, if one drops out, say Verizon isn't as good, T-Mobile will pick up, it bonds them all together into one big, good internet connection. In this older rig, we had 12-volt lights, the really hot light bulbs that take a lot of energy, and big, bright, old yellow sconce lights. And I turned these into USB ports, so that way it's taking directly off the solar and the battery, and not having to go through the whole inverting process that you can lose a little bit of power during that process. And then lights like this here we've mounted everywhere, and then also we've put in 12-volt fans. So we used to have the 120 fans that we would plug in. So these 12-volt fans are not only powered and with a battery with 12-volt, but you can take them with you wherever you want, along with this light here. So these lights are actually a 120-volt light, but we mounted it because it's hard to find actual 12-volt lights that look nice. So we purchased 12-volt bulbs on Amazon, and we put them in a 120-volt light hookup.
So I'm gonna take you back into the bedroom. And so We've done a lot of renovating back here as well. So painted the cabinets. We do actually have a full washer, I say full washer dryer. It's a washer dryer all in one, but it does everything all at once. And so we use this a ton. Absolutely love having that. Then that's where we kind of transition into our whole power system setup. All right, so we've got our Victron charge controllers, solar controllers that are back here. So we've got several of those. We've got the servo. And actually what we're able to do then is if we are not like in the RV and we are parked at our home base, then we actually have a 50 amp plug at the house anyway, but we can actually push any excess solar back into the house and help offset any of like just some of the energy usage in the house with our solar setup. You know, one thing we wanted to be able to do was like, we felt like we were wasting energy, right? Like here we are capturing all of this from the sun, and then we have 9 of the 100 amp Battle-Born batteries. So here we've got 900 amp hours of lithium. We've got all of this solar, and we felt like we were wasting some of it. So we're able to push it back into the home base now when we are there to just help offset our energy costs there, but also just being able to, you know, be more green and everything like that as well. So we are loving that. Well, thanks so much for coming and checking out our rig. If you want to learn more, you can find us on YouTube. Just search for Grateful Glamper. You can also go to gratefulglamper.com and learn more there as well.